the illusions pretty well. You have a lot of damage to
good
deal
lane
with.
for Zeus, but that's, again, if it's a 1v1. And
True.
keep in mind, it's likely not to be a pure 1v1. Already, you can see the plan for Escape Gaming. Smoke picked up, TP is going out. They do want to put some pressure on this lane.
Yeah. Escape is, they really want to get involved early on here, and we'll see how things turn out. The App Store is going to go ahead and smoke up, and he's going deep with this warding, and he's got to do it up on the high ground here. You can see it, the Uber Cliff.
The Uber Cliff.
Yeah, he's going to make it away. Look at that. Great warding.
Beautiful camera work.
So good.
We don't need no weapons.
We got two top tier observers right here on our own.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, on a serious note though, let's get into it, Mod. It's OG versus Escape Gaming. Escape, they need a 2-0 to have any chance at the upper bracket. For OG, it's more about racking up points and trying to get into that, top 2 of the group where you will play the weaker opponents from the opposing group in the main event. Not secured yet, but looking good as they played most of the tough teams so far. OG dire side, Escape on the Radiant. Who are you favoring this game?
I actually do like the last pick, Mirana, and I think Escape actually have a fairly good draft. But the one thing I also like for OG is the global presence. Moon can blink and get a call, and then there's a Zeus ult coming from anywhere, and that'll get him Lona for Calling Blades. So I like the Zeus Axe combination. As I speak about that combination, Moon might actually die.
Moon might be the first blood. They're not going for him. They're kind of hesitating here.
He, I think, needs to be a bit closer to get this arrow, and Moon has to dodge it. Yeah, I mean, he would need to be closer to secure that arrow kill, I think. It's easy for him to just see it coming and walk away. And Moon will take an Ignite. It will take a lot of damage. Luckily, the Tango is healing him up, but he might have to either A, use a salve, or B, go home, one of those two options, or C, suicide, but I don't think he will, as of course the creeps haven't spawned.
I won't call it the Walk of Shame.
Yes.
The Walk of Pain is what we'll be calling this. As Crit does keep the Enchantress back from the woods, prevents her early entrance into the jungle. So we get underway at the late stage. It will be Naga versus Zeus mid. I think both heroes are likely to farm a lot in this lane. Zeus, the main one that needs to be worried about rotations. Cinderin will likely be the guy looking to do it, but first he wants to ward the stack, or the potential stacks off, as he does head up, looking to plant down that sentry ward.
Man, I want to talk about Ogre, because I just feel like that hero came out of nowhere. We didn't see it at all in the tournaments prior to the International, and just suddenly it seems to be a thing that's really strong.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, man. I just, only thought. I think Kizdu should be okay here, but I'm not sure what I want to talk about. I think the fact that it's just come out of nowhere. I mean, I think we know why it's good. Bloodlust is something we've talked about a lot, and he has good disables and good slows, and he's very tanky with 8 armor. It's just that I don't know why people weren't picking it before, perhaps, is the question I have.
Dota's a copycat game. That's true. I mean, for me, that's always the big thing. That's all. Kazu, moving on to Crit here, as well as Fly.
Okay. The App Store is doing some nice damage with the Boar, as well as the Centaur Conqueror, but
yeah, Dota's a copycat game. Teams see other teams using a hero like Wings when they're constant drow picks, and now all of a sudden, other teams who played against a lot like OG, Newbee to a certain extent, like every game, get that drow.
Moon might be dead bottom. Arrow, nice dodge, but still getting chased down. Ignite not up and available, has no mana. He's going to turn around. He knows that he's probably fine, but Cinderin is very speedy even without boots. He drops the salve on the ground. Moon is being...
How sad is Moon right now? Oh, with the bounty rune, he does have battle hunger.
He needs to... What is he? He's just...
Trying to bait Cinderin.
He really is baiting him, and not just in the sense of like a Dota sense, but baiting him in other ways as well.
A mental sense.
Max will deny himself. He doesn't use the salve. Top lane, no till. Centaur Conqueror. The Centaur Conqueror train was looking for it, but he couldn't quite find any way to get into that stun. So, slow start to this game, and just a lot of farming for now.
That's 2 times they should have killed the Axe, I would say. And it's got to be a little frustrating for Escape Gaming. You're running Mirana.
Oh, top lane. Centaur Conqueror stomp, no tail. He still has his strength. Morphe should be okay. And the Earth Spike will keep him away for the time being. Both Fly and no tail were getting low. I thought, for some reason, Keizu, I think, backed up before they could have gotten the kill on no tail. It was kind of strange to me.
And not entirely in sync here, perhaps. But they get another stomp. Again, though, it's on no tail. They're not going to be able to burst him down. It's more the supports they want to work on as they bring down the Centaur Conqueror. So far, the dual lane securing Keizu his levels, but not shutting down no tail's farm. Already 17 CS. I think OG are pretty happy with the amount of farm they're getting. Zeus is not being pressured whatsoever.
Yeah.
Morphling is farming. Axe is getting his levels. This is totally fine. The enemy team is running Ogre, Enchantress. These heroes need to find kills, or at least make plays, and, well, the plays are happening mid lane. Miracle solo killing the Naga.
That's huge. That is the biggest possible kill. It would be better if it might have been later on into the game, but Miracle taking down a Naga at any stage of the game is always good because, number one, it's a solo kill for Miracle, so it gives him a ton of experience, and number two, it shuts down the Naga from farming, which is the most important thing you could possibly have against the Naga in a Naga game. And another arrow coming through. Moon will dodge that down bottom, and he'll be able to find himself. He's just trolling Cinderin right now. That's just what he's doing. Trolling trolls, and Moon will be able to pick up a regen rune. And top lane, more action happening. And it looks like Kizu will go down as No-Tail delivers the damage.
This is not looking good for Escape Gaming. They're getting run over right now, 3-0. Can they even get one kill on this Lion?
He's got Shockwave in 3. They need to bring him down before that, and Fly needs to dodge this, and it's not going to be the case.
It might get one more kill if Crit doesn't finish it off, but he will be able to in time.
There
with the Spirit he can.
Nicely done.
Jeez. This is looking bleak. Instantly into a 2,500 gold lead, 1,000 experience advantage. OG with an incredible scaling lineup, by the way. We haven't really talked much about how the teams match up later on, but Elder, Titan, Zeus is an absolute metric fuck ton of damage. That is insanely difficult to deal with. It completely crushes Naga illusions already, the Zeus pick, and Enchantress just melts to nuke damage, which OG have plenty of. The Culling Blade is great against that, the illusions, as well as the low HP heroes in this game as well. And I think there's just a lot of pressure on the Beastmaster this game and the Mirana. These are the two heroes that are having an okay start that can find kills in the mid game, but they're going to need to make a lot of space because Naga needs time, and with the start she's had, she's going to need quite a bit of it. Getting solo killed is a big deal in the mid lane. She's already done.
They're already smoking and looking for another one, and they're going to walk up Fly, smoke will break, and Koikfa will now know that something is up, and maybe even think that there's going to be some wards placed down.
No, it's nighttime. I don't think they saw him. Did it break here?
Well, it doesn't matter because Miracle getting caught on now. There's the Stomp coming in and actually saves him. There's 3 heroes. Cinderin and Yaps are both very low. Miracle doesn't have to, so now he does and pops it off. Cinderin about to fall. Battle Hunger would have done the job, but the right clicks will do it instead. And OG, they'll get 2, and Miracle stays alive. Luckily, the only good solace that you could have for Escape is Koikfa didn't go down, but boy, that's really not much.
I'm really surprised Era didn't come to that fight.
Yeah, me too.
He's got level 3 Starstorm, he had a TP, he had mana, he had full HP. I think he would have gotten at least a double kill, if not a triple kill.
I mean,
there.
I think we're seeing why Escape are struggling so mightily in this group stage. It's just that they might be having some communication issues, and again, Era, like you said, should have probably come to that fight, and maybe that's something they are talking about. And well, for now, it doesn't matter one way or the other because he's going to sit bottom, and Kizu is going to go ahead and get back to farming. He's level 4, could use his level 6. It's 6.5 minutes. No level 6 yet. It's kind of surprising as he did split the lane for a little bit with that Enchantress.
Yeah, Kezu's very underleveled. That's what happens when they basically just dual lane. They didn't get any kills. They didn't pressure the tower. They didn't slow down the Morphling's farm. That was a complete fail of a dual lane, to be honest. And,
yes.
And on top of that, Beastmaster didn't even farm. Kezu's got 11 CS. You'd have way more Iron Talon juggling as a Beastmaster.
I would agree with you. I'm surprised that, well, he has the Iron Talon now. It looks like he might head to at least one of the hard camps, but he's going to find Fly.
So slow. Like, you could be so much more farmed at this point if you just start Iron Talon. You could easily be level 7 to 8 at this point, just AFK jungling.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And you just either leave the lane empty or let Enchantress soak up some experience. But bottom lane, they make the move on Moon.
Starstorm, he's going to get the call off in time. He's got counter helix procs.
The double proc not on the right unit. Will it matter? It does matter, Mott. Again, they can't get the kill. The double proc, I think it went on the catapult, one of the other creeps. Yeah, either way, it was not ideal, and another missed opportunity. Things just keep on getting rougher and rougher here for Escape Gaming.
Kizu lucky to be alive now in this top lane. On the Fly wasn't quite in position for an Art Spike or a Hex, so he'll have to head back home again. Kizu doing the walk of shame, that is what you aptly called it earlier on. Now the TP back for Moon. Looking for a call potentially down bottom. He's going to throw up that Battle Hunger, but Era immediately gets the last hit, and that's gotta mean that it goes down. But now there's a rotation from the backside. The Hawk is there, so it's gonna see Fly as well as No Tail rotating in, but there's nobody to kill anyways, as everyone's sort of in the jungle and towards the mid lane. But Crit looking to find someone here as Koikfa as well as Yapso are nearby.
Crit just makes so much space for this team as heroes you wouldn't expect. Whether it's Earth Spirit, Elder Titan. I mean, some of these heroes are known for their roaming, but like Io, Elder Titan, these are heroes that historically are known for playing fairly passively in the laning stage, stacking, getting their early levels, and then having an impact.
Right.
Crit goes around and finds kills with these heroes.
He is very aggressive, and it often works out in their favor. Miracle now sitting top of the net worth currently, and that is a good ensnare, but the haste rune means that Yapsor, even with the heal, still might end up dying. Actually, he can't get it done because the Nature's Attendant is healing too much. That's pretty impressive. The arrow missed, dodged, they even snare. It looks like they don't. Miracle should be able to just run with that haste rune still with about 15 seconds left on it.
Zeus ult is a pretty low cooldown, so missed opportunity there, but it's not a huge window, nor is it the most essential spell. So I like Miracle going for that play. Also, good use of the magic stick there by Yapsor, which caught the Zeus a bit off guard.
I mean, it's just...
And now he's going to get raindrops. Now this is why we haven't seen too much Zeus, at least in my opinion, is similar to Tiny, but even more so. Raindrops do shut down Zeus at some stages of the game, but with an Elder Titan, it might be enough damage to push him over the top.
They did nerf Veil a little bit, which is maybe another reason.
Yes.
But that's roughly it. It's the infused raindrop is the maximum, or the one that is the most, I think, integral as the reason why. And you're absolutely right. It's a good item, although with all of this damage, like you talked about with Natural Order coming out later on down the road, and I mean, raindrops might help, but later on, it's not going to matter.
Uh-oh, Koikfa being stalked by the Spirit. He is far enough away, that leaves Cinder, and now being chased out. Morphling replicant of the axe. This thing gets spin as well. Watch out.
Ooh, no Culling Blade for Moon, doesn't get that buff, but nonetheless, it's still a kill. And No Tail actually gets the kill with the Morphling replicate of the axe, which is nice. That's really good. That's some gold that he gets from across the map. And
look at that efficiency.
Yeah.
Farming the jungle with the axe replicate. The dream.
That's such a good replicate. That's one of the best replicates you can have in this game, I think.
I think early game it is the best.
Yeah.
Is there any? There's not really any other passive that's as good as counter heals, and it does full damage.
Yep.
It's not reduced damage like the way some like a crit ability would be, for example.
Or auto attacks in general. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's the best. But Miracle will smoke up, and he hasn't been scouted yet. There is a Hawk to come through, but he has not been revealed, and he's looking to jump on, I believe, Yapsor Kizu. They seem to know something's up, though, and Miracle Smoke has worn off.
Do they, though? Era, mid lane.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Call is going to come in and wait for him. Zeus ult, he does have raindrops. They need a Calling Blade. There's the leap through, and those raindrops did serious work. It almost felt like he blocked 2 spells rather than just the 1.
Yeah, he also has a point booster, so deceptively tanky. Well, maybe deceptive not the right word, since you can just click on his inventory, but tankier than normal, I should say.
I think Era is the saving grace for this Escape team. He needs to get that Aghanim Scepter at a nice time, but they're starting to push down these towers, LD. OG are going to work a No Tail. They're very fast farm.
They're like grouping up as 4 heroes with Zeus Morphling at 11.5 minutes.
Yeah.
That normally doesn't happen.
It does not. I mean, especially with the Morphling, the call comes through, it was on into an illusion. They have another replicate just cutting the creep wave, and the creep wave gets low, doesn't actually get brought down, but Miracle is going to try to get this last hit. Oh, just kidding. No Tail will take it right from underneath him. And No Tail is getting closer and closer to that linkage sphere. And like you said, I mean, he's joining the squad before he even has it. So
they're 5-manning with two like very... 2 heroes that take a very long time to come online.
Yes.
This is bad.
No Tail is being a bit, I think, dangerous. He waveforms away, but bottom lane is where the action's happening. Is Cinder is getting chased down the tree line by Moon.
Moon has just decided that Cinderin is his snack for the evening.
Poor Cind.
He's not even gonna honor him with the Calling Blade.
Oh God,
Moon has...
Give it to him, Cind. Moon. Give him the Calling Blade.
It's like, let me die with dignity, and Moon says no.
He doesn't give him the Calling Blade. Meanwhile, mid, is that another haste rune for Miracle? It is. Jesus.
The Dream Rune for Zeus. That and regen to a lesser extent.
Arcane as well.
How bad does it feel to just get slowly hacked down by an axe? You don't even get the respect of a Calling Blade.
That's just, Moon has been like trolling Cinder in this entire game, to be honest. With like him dropping his salve on the ground and just like constantly hitting his stop button. It's been awkward. But here's the Moonlight Shadow. Right underneath the Observer Ward, Kizu has been spotted, and the rest of the crew for OG will group up together. There is a nice Hawk in the vicinity, but there's also a Sentry nearby as well that will scout out Escape if they walk towards those OG members who are all in that Radiant jungle down bottom and looking to continue to put pressure.
I think you had it right the first time. This has now become the dire jungle. Escape Gaming,
Yeah.
don't let the Hawks fool you. They are no longer in possession of their homeland, like the orcs.
Oh no, this song gets off in time. The Spirit's there, but it won't be able to bring him down unless he gets the stomp off, I don't think. And he's going to try to TP home, and he will make it away. Oh, Moon was so close with that Blink Dagger. That call would have been beautiful. And Koikful will stay alive and keep his 3,100 gold in the bank. That's a lot of gold, by the way.
Yes, that is a lot. So for Escape Gaming, I guess at this point, basically, you're just playing the super long game. You get your Radiance on Koikfa, look for the Aghanims on Mirana, split push a lot. Even though OG are running here a lineup that scales very well, they will want to put the pressure on as much as possible now. Try and take like a tier 2 mid if possible. They're not a very good Roche lineup, so I don't even know if they can do it at this point. No Vlads, no Mech, no lifesteal on Morphling, so I think they're pretty much forced to just find kills, aggressively dive, and potentially push some towers. As the Radiant will use their scan right at their own tier 3s because they're just so afraid about getting jumped, and it still happens! The poor Cinder when he knew they were there.
This time he gets the dignity of a finger at the very least, instead of just the call, like no calling blade and getting slowly chopped down, as you said.
He even scanned for that too.
Yeah, that scan.
How bad does that feel?
He scans and then immediately dies right after. He just doesn't have enough time to respawn, or respawn rather. And well, there's the Veil that we were kind of discussing earlier for the Miracle on the Zeus.
I see your raindrops and I raised them. Natural Order, Veil, as well as Aether Lens. Miracle is going to be hurting now.
Yeah, God, that's a lot of damage. By the way, his spell amplification, just without Veil active on, is already almost 10%. It's at 8.6% currently, so that's a decent bit of damage added up just through sheer intelligence coming out, and of course the Aether Lens.
That's a change that, you know, isn't talked about all that often.
No.
The scaling of all magic abilities combined with all the other magic amp, it does add up to be very fearsome for certain heroes. The Apps are only 880 HP. Even the Ogre, yeah, he's got 8 armor, but 940 HP on him. Koikfa only 1,000. Illusions are definitely not going to withstand this, so Escape Gaming, yeah, you might get Radiance, but where are those illusions realistically going to go? And No-Tail, he'll happily take one for himself with the Replicate. Yeah. So soon we'll see OG with their own Radiance aura, and they waste no time now, Mod. They are looking to break the base.
It's 16 minutes in, and this is you talked about it, it's a Zeus Morphling lineup, and they're trying to push the tier 3 tower at this time already.
And they don't really have any big siege items here. There's no 5-man items.
No Dragon Lance.
No Pipe, and no respect for Escape Gaming's ability to defend.
That Bloodlust on the tower is going to actually allow this to go a bit quicker. Nice call for Moon to bring Cinderin out of the base, and they're going to air spike as well. The Lightning Bolt will bring Cinderin down low. No-Tail is going to have to wait for him away. Strength Morph, he gets off the nice adaptive strike to help get the kill, but now the call in on to Yapzor getting caught. They need more damage. There's the Earth Spike. The Stomp already came through. Miracle gets the kill with another Arc Lightning. And it's just that easy, I guess, for OG at this point.
Miracle trying to make an efficient fountain trip here, as we'll just drop all his items to maximize that mana regen. Escape Gaming losing 2 on the shadow of their tier 3. The good news for them is OG is really bad at pushing so Morphling gets farmed, so they can't really do much structural damage.
That is true. I mean, Morphling, he's... A Dragon Lance would probably be the best item for if they want to siege early. That tier 3 tower barely took any damage there. It was just kills that they got. You're absolutely right. I mean, they just don't have ways to push base yet. And like you said, another thing is also they don't have ways to take Roshan yet. So for OG, they have to make a decision on to where they want to go, what they want to do. Do they want to just keep diving underneath the tier 3 tower to find kills? I mean, it's a possibility.
No, I think you chill out a little bit here. Not too much, but you'll need more farm in the Morphling to break the base. So to maintain the farm advantage, limit what the Naga can do, and definitely make sure that these supports stay poor and under farm. But They either need a lot more farm on Morphling, and or they need like really good 5-man items. So, Crimson Guard, Pipe. Those are the types of things you'll need. And actually, Pipe is really good this game. Naga Radiance, Mirana Ags coming very soon. I think she just bought it actually, Mon.
Yeah, that's a very important item for Era. I mean, it's not necessarily the game-winning item, but it's an item that keeps them in the game. Whereas with Koikvin now getting the Radiance, he has some time to work with and push up these waves. And eventually, we've seen Naga strats successful before, even by OG actually.
OG do have Lion. One of the better supports, well, probably one of the best supports, if not the best, against this.
Yes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But it's a Naga Mirana. It's a pretty strong late game combo.
It is.
I still heavily favor OG, more so based on just how well they're playing right now than the actual hero matchup. But it's not technically over yet.
You're absolutely right. The late game for Escape is dangerous, and not to mention the Enchantress with whatever she gets, both the Hurricane Pike and Aghanim Scepter, and then a Beastmaster with an extra 3 or other items among that. They have very good late game potential, but I understand OG's urgency to end this game, I do. But this is going to get a bit difficult as Moon blinks in and gets the call. Cinder, and again, it looks like he'll fall once more. The Earthquake is he's going to die 5 times, and now it's a 6 as Zeusol gets the kill for Crit actually getting the last hit there, but...
And that Bloodlust the tower.
It's kind
Look at it go.
Yeah, it's shooting as
Cinderan's legacy lives on from beyond the grave.
Yes, at least there's that.
Never forget.
So where do we go from here, LD? You have the Zeus now TPing bottom. At what point can you Roche for OG? I mean, when you get another item for the Morphling potentially?
I think they need a medallion if they want to Roche. Or if Morphling gets another item, and then you could just juggle the aggro a bit, but...
He's going Ethereal Blade. He has the major component of it, which is an Eagle Song. He's about to run into the rest of Escape. They run right by him. Air will see him. He's going to wait from away. He has no replicate. He's down for 12 seconds.
He's such a hard kill, though. He's got Liquid Sphere. They can't roar him.
Oh, that arrow was just off the mark.
I don't even think they can kill him. They don't have. They have no way to break the Lincolns here with the Necro Book on cooldown, aside from Roar. And Roar is a spell you need to use to even have a chance of killing him.
And then he just strength morphs anyways.
Yeah. And No Tail knows it. That's why we see him so... I mean, you would say cocky. I don't think it is. It might seem like it's cocky, but it's just he's very confident. He knows he's extremely difficult to kill this game.
So almost a 10,000 net worth advantage for OG currently. Boots of Travel have been picked up on Naga Siren, so slowly but surely she's starting to come online, and she does have the help with, of course, Kizu playing the Beastmaster, Hawks and Boars, of course. The zoo that they have is able to allow them to TP across the map, but now it is Roche time. There's No Tail. Well, you know what'll help? It's a double damage room. That might be the way to take Roche.
Yes, that is what the doctor ordered for OG. So shotgun, we're going to see the ultimate magic damage combo in just a moment. Natural Order, Veil, Aether Lens, Zeus, and I have to imagine an E-Blade for big damage.
They really need to kill the heroes 3 times over. I mean, do they really need to do that?
This is where you are basically doing unspeakable things to their corpses after they're already dead and half buried.
Exactly. I mean, it's almost unnecessary.
This is TI. You put your big boy pants on. No mercy from OG.
Absolutely. I don't
Escape Gaming can't stop you from spanking them, then OG, they deserve to have the right to do it.
I don't disagree with you, but man, is it going to be tough for Escape to deal with that type of magical damage. There's no pipe coming out anywhere in the near future. BKB might be the next item for...
BKBs and the pipe are mandatory for Escape Gaming. They have to itemize to deal with magic damage, but the problem is, who's going to build it? Mirana is just not interested in building those items. Era's going to want BOTs. He wants to continue ramping up his farm.
Beastmaster is probably the best bet, I would say, for the pipe, but that's the only one I could think of. And then again, BKBs, like you said, they just don't want to be built by a lot of these heroes.
And pipe is it's like item maybe Ogre would buy, but you know, not a great Enchantress item by any means.
It's true.
And I don't see Synderen farming the pipe, even if this game goes 50 minutes. He has 1.2k net worth at 22 minutes.
He's not feeling that great.
He is here to Bloodlust Towers.
He's level 7. He's on par with the Enchantress in levels, and the Lion, who's 1 level ahead. And at least the Lion is very close to Fly's Blink Dagger again, so... Arrow does hit, I believe, onto...
Not even going to happen. Oh, Era. He's trying to make the plays. It's a level 3 arrow. He gets the quadruple Starstorm, but it doesn't matter.
Strength morph, TP home, agility morph, get back to work. And he's gonna probably go full agi, or close to it anyway. It is full agi.
And on top of that, being efficient with his time, he uses the Radiance Burn to drag the creep wave back mid, clears that out, so OG keeping the lanes pushed in.
The bottom is pushed in very heavily as well. Escape Gaming, they have a Naga Siren, so they're starting to at least get some room to wiggle out of the base a little bit with Koikfa, but there's going to be a fight at some point in time that now includes this Ethereal Blade that could be some troublesome damage.
Alright, who's the lucky winner of the OG Pain Train?
Well, I mean, they've got to wait 13 seconds. He just used the Ethereal Blade onto the Mirana. I think probably you don't need it on Sint because he dies so quickly anyways. Maybe Kizu?
I think you go for one of the carries, yeah. You either go for Naga or the Mirana.
If Arrow has used his Blink and Leap, then you go for him, probably. But he's got such mobility that it's hard to take him down unless you get a call off or something.
Oh, well, when he does that.
He's very close to the end. Well, no tail went in anyways. They got the kill with the Zeus ult. That's what happens when you have an Ethereal Blade. At 1 minute they're there, and then another minute they're not. And that was
He
without
didn't even
maximum
use
order.
Lightning Bolt. That's not even their maximum damage output.
Damn, No Tail just took a lot of damage, though, from the...
He's going to TP home. He does have a replicate up. Time for a free fountain trip.
Where's the replicate held?
Oh, it got enchanted. Sending it back to the well.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I think Morphling can still jump into this.
Do not do that, No Tail.
Oh.
Do not hit
Daddy.
that R button. He's got a while anyway. I think he might just walk.
I think he knows.
I hope he knows. He can't control it.
You lose your vision of it when they take it over.
You can't control it. You're going to know that it's going to be in the base. Yeah, he's walking out. He knows.
He could actually replicate in self-E-Blade and then try to run out, but then he's walking past the tower.
You talk about Moon stealing Gem being ballsy. That's on another level of ballsy.
Oh, I'm so sad Big Daddy didn't replicate into that. That would have been, that would have been amazing.
Sure suicide. Oh, another haste shoot has been picked up for Miracle in the top lane, and the song has to come out now, and Miracle actually avoids it, but...
I'm going to call him Small Daddy from now on.
Small Daddy?
That was a Small Daddy play right there.
Oh, come on, man. He doesn't replicate into the well for certain death? Come on.
You don't know it's in the well. It could be anywhere.
It could be, but I mean, he has a good idea that they're not going to give him a free way to walk out.
Okay,
he has boots of travel now, too, which is really important. He's like, you know what, listen, you guys can replicate, you can enchant my replicate, but I'm going to just box instead, so whatever.
Alright, well, Small Daddy rotating back to the bottom lane now. He'll TP himself in. Oh, actually, sorry, that's Miracle. But he is coming to join the squad.
Miracle could be Small Daddy. That's not a bad nickname for a Miracle. But
I think Zeus is the Big Daddy at this point.
Yeah.
He is the damage dealer. No Tail, he hits pretty hard, but Miracle's the one that makes you run to your well and terror with all the magic damage.
Nail hits onto 3, I believe. There's the Zero Blade Adaptive Strike. That was without the waveform damage, mind you.
Just the Veil and the E-Blade. That'll get the job done.
My god, and he does have buyback. He'll probably have to use it. Aegis is gone, though, for No Tail. Needs to be careful to have Roar. They're going to get it off. No Tail has Strength Warp now. Kizu in trouble. There's going to be the call finger. See you later. He's dead for 42 with no buyback.
OG, they'll continue their siege here. They do lack that Aegis, as you pointed out, Mod, but Miracle raining down the pain, combining with No Tail for kill after kill. 3 hit the deck, 1 buyback forced out, and the siege continues in earnest.
So no buyback for those 2 heroes, but OG are kind of low, and again, it's just they can't really push the base that effectively, but Miracle will push them back again with another Veil pop.
When Zeus is running at you like this in 27 minutes, you know the game is
probably that
pretty
sign.
much over.
Probably that sign. I mean, we've seen games where Nagas have come back from, 2 sets of racks down, but
they're so good at dealing with Naga, though.
It's just too much of a lead, I think. They're going to go for the song, and they're going to try to take a fight. They've caught Moon, they've caught Miracle. They're going to try to get a stomp here. Arrow's going to hit up, but it'll be taken by Fly. And the call on to 3! Oh, my lord. 1 duck misses the second, but still 2 dead, and Moon with an amazing Berserker's call. You've got to be kidding me.
Secret Service Agent Fly. Hell, he looks like one without Rift he is, and he plays like one there.
That was so
Fakes
sick.
the arrow for the cause. Oh, that was sick.
That was... I can't believe he was ready. He was absolutely ready, and I wasn't expecting it. I barely saw the arrow before he came in and just took it.
He took it at the last possible minute, too. Like, that was not an early blink in to tank the arrow. That was as late as it gets.
That's something that I hope a lot of people saw that and just thought, wow, because that was an impressive play. He was a Secret Service agent there. He literally took a bullet for his ally.
And this guy is the president.
Yes. Miracle is going to continue to cause havoc as well. Now Cinderen's dead at no tail in a Hero Blade shotgun.
Quick, decisive splat there. And in good news for Escape Gaming, yes, still lose lane of Brax, but they're just getting more and more on farm. I don't even think Escape Gaming have late game at this point. Ogre is a big melee creep who can cast Bloodlust. Naga illusions are just
Manta.
She can have as many illusions as she wants, but unless she's ahead in items
Radiant's
by a
middle
significant
tower
margin,
is under attack.
they will all die. Mana Drain will kill them, Hex will kill them, Zeus Nukes will kill them.
Nah, Fly's fine.
So Naga isn't really a hero either. Enchantress is easily combo. We saw the Mirana can be shotgunned down without even a single Zeus spell cast. I think Escape Gaming are pretty toast at this point, Travis.
It is a long road and a very, very, very difficult road at that. But there is.
And the other thing is, like, you don't have a big wombo combo. Song of the Siren into what? Arrow? Whoop-de-doo. There's no black hole.
They were trying to set something up, and it might have been successful had they hit the arrow. And they have the Aghanim Scepter for the Mirana. It's still very good. They do plenty of damage, but the problem is just that arrow dies most often when he walks out. That's an illusion! They roared an illusion, and now the call on to 2. There's the adaptive strike 1. Then Zuko comes out. It's a double kill for no tail, and they won't get Cinder in. And that sad face is one of the most apt things I've seen today.
Looking for more. Fly streaming in bottom after Era. Miracle on the hunt. And hey, Cinderin! How you doing?
Fail. Earth Spike just hits at the tail end. Miracle will, of course, get arrowed, actually, save Cinderen's life, only to get fingered moments later.
Fly always there to bodyguard his buddy Miracle. What a teammate.
And now we might actually see the racks fall. They just don't have buyback on any of these characters. And I actually do think now this game, I was trying to get, say something that Escape could maybe come back.
Abandon all hope.
I just don't think that is possible. I just don't see them being able to win this game now with how they've been playing, with the mistakes that have been made. That's aggressive from Miracle. Actually, will stay alive, replicate away from no tail, and will buy BKB. That's how you know the game's over. If you buy BKB on a hero this farmed, that's a big problem. So yeah, I mean, that's just there's nothing really Escape can do other than have Quake Fist split push and hope that the Starstorm does enough damage to some of these heroes.
KB just makes him immortal against Mirana and Naga. This is all magic damage. Doesn't care about any of it. So unless he's diving the Fountain, and even then he's got E-Blade, he's probably not gonna die. Looks really good for OG. So, I mean, for me, if I'm Escape Gaming, I'm largely looking towards Game 2 as, Dire scan, scouts the smoke, Travis.
Yeah, they saw Escape coming through, and Moon will blink away and avoid that.
Moon! There's only one way when you're Axe, and that way is forward, my friend. What you doing? No Tell says, hook at the kill.
This is some of the most disheartening play you can have, honestly.
It's not abandon some hope, it's abandon all hope. This is pretty ugly to watch, but I think OG drafted really well to deal with Naga.
Yeah.
If I look at the way Escape Gaming lane this, you're running Enchantress Ogre. They didn't even win the lanes. You have to at least slow down the Zeus mid, who didn't receive any help for the first 5 minutes. Yeah. Miracle was just in a 1v1. Miracle got a solo kill on top of that.
Yep.
They 3 or 4 times failed to kill Moon. Literally nothing went right for a lineup that
they had
win
2
the lane.
kills in 31 minutes in the game. I think that speaks volumes about how this game's going. They just killed the chance of even using the Ethereal Blade. No Tails. They have the song here, and they're looking for that arrow target. They're looking to try to set something up here. Maybe something goes right.
The timing is off.
They do hit fly, but that's not what they want. No Tail comes in. They take down 1. The Naga's already dead without buyback, and that is it. They GG right after LD.
I feel like that missed arrow was a microcosm of this game. Absolutely. Nothing can hit, nothing can work. Everything falls flat in the face of a relentless OG. This was really ugly. I think Escape Gaming should have been able to get a bit more done in the laning stage, but I still like the way OG drafted to deal with Naga, as well as